What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and happy Monday. I hope you guys are excited for a new week here in crypto, as at least I am. Usually on the weekdays, there's more price action going on. I'm going to be doing a recap on what has happened since my post yesterday and that fake out that has happened yesterday since I did my post, and see if we still have bullish indicators in play, or are we going to be losing some key levels here and potentially kind of work our way down to the next key levels, right? So we're going to be taking a look into that, into Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and the total altcoin market cap, which drives most of the crypto markets anyways. Before I begin today, if you guys don't already have a Webull account and want to get some free stocks, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away free stocks value from $3 to $3,000, depending on your luck. If you're lucky, then you're going to get something on the higher range. And if you're unlucky, well, you're going to get some free stocks anyways if you guys are going to trade. I have personally used Webull in the past, and I like them as a beginner's exchange for trading crypto and US stocks. So something to check out, but I would still not put most or all of my money into one particular exchange. I personally spread my money around different exchanges in case one goes down, right? That's just personally what I'm doing and what I think is wise. And lastly, none of this is financial advice. I am not an elite trader, even though I am profitable and manage to not give most of my money back to the markets during 2022, the last bear market. And arguably, maybe we're still in a bear market now, but we might not see it while we're in here, right? But that is basically my status. And I am looking to crush it during this next bull cycle. And if you guys feel the same way, give me a subscribe, give me a like. Now let's take a look into what's going on into the charts here. All right, so let's come back to the charts for Bitcoin, which is basically what I use as a gauge for what's going on in the crypto markets. It is the driver for most of the crypto markets. You guys can argue with me down in the comments below, but this is from experience. Now, Bitcoin here, we're still at about 29.3 in the higher time frames here, such as the daily. We still really have not moved much, right? We have went up to test about $30,000 in that area, but got rejected pretty hard. Came all the way back down to almost 29K in that area. And now we have a little doji daily candle here. Let's see what this daily candle ends up as in about 5 hours. Let's take a look into the smaller time frame here, because this is basically what I talked about yesterday or over the weekends, where the price action did look like it was going to get a rounded bottom on this hourly time frame. Well, that pretty much got destroyed with this lower bottom here. Could we still be forming a rounded bottom starting with this bottom? Of course, it could potentially, right? But I think it's a little early to tell. Now, since price action has since yesterday, where I was talking about the smaller falling wedge pattern here, as you guys can see, that's basically been ran over a couple of times, right? Price action looked like it got a little bit of a breakout there, and it fell back into the pattern. That's basically what I would call a fake out. When the price action breaks out of a pattern and then gets candle closes back within the pattern, that basically invalidates the pattern. And what's crazy was price action hit about 29.1 here, got a really long wick, before reversing to about 29.7 almost, and now we're back at 29.3. So some pretty crazy price action on the smaller time frames here, right? If you guys are trading leverage, I think that would have been pretty crazy, right? I don't trade high leverage, I trade low leverage. Currently I am long in Bitcoin, Ethereum, with leverage, where I opened the position back in about 31.9. Okay, so I'm sitting here in losses, kind of trapped, but it hasn't hit my sell signal yet, so I have not liquidated my positions. I still have some small altcoins on KuCoin, which I have not yet sold. So, my overall opinion on this market is still bullish until something breaks. Gotta be open to that idea. Just in case anything changes, my opinions will change. And I think, we all should be flexible with our opinions in this market here, as things develop, and things develop pretty constantly. So now let's take a look into this is the hourly time frame. Price action basically ran over these moving averages over and over again, and price action is back below all moving averages on this hourly time frame. Let's take a look into the 6-hour time frame, which is more of my interest right now because that fake out there basically invalidated that falling wedge pattern. And on the 6-hour time frame here, I can see more clearly of a pattern, at least of a double bottom pattern here that has formed around 29.3, and the second bottom here is still about 29.3. This is kind of arguably bullish divergence on this RSI. I know there is a little bit of a small difference here, but I would still read that as bullish divergence just because of how close it is, right? You guys let me know if you guys read that as divergence, but that's what I'm seeing, especially with this double bottom here. Now, very important that the price action does not get a 6-hour candle close below 29.3. Otherwise, that will invalidate this double bottom on the 6-hour time frame. Then we could be looking at something else that's not this. Now, if this double bottom pattern does play out here, it does need to get a 6-hour candle close at about 29.5 there. If you guys can see right here. So I would say about 29.5 would tell me that this double bottom pattern is still playing out. We have yet to get a 6-hour candle close here, right? Let's take a look into the daily time frame, where, like I said, the price action broke out of this falling wedge pattern, which usually breaks the upside, right? It is still staying on top of this pattern. It did get a double bottom pattern here again, but this one's a lot longer than the one that we see on the 6-hour, but this is a double bottom pattern to me. And it's above the falling wedge pattern it has broken out of. There is bullish divergence on this daily time frame, and currently this daily candle here is, it still has not retraced this entire breakout candle here last week, right, where it went from basically 29.2, wicked up to about 30.2. It has not retraced that candle yet, so that is still a good sign for the moment. Price action is basically right at the daily 21 SMA, which is the blue line here. The daily 50 SMA is going to be resistance currently at about 29.9. Which is basically pretty in line with that 30K area. If the price action is able to get a daily candle close above the 30K area, then that tells me that this double bottom pattern is in play, right? If price action gets a daily candle close below 29K area, that will invalidate this double bottom pattern, and something else is in play, and we will be looking at the charts when that happens. 3-day time frame, we are currently below the 3-day 21 SMA, which closed yesterday. we are still above the weekly 21 SMA, which is currently at about 28.7. And then beneath the 20 these major moving averages, I see the weekly 200 SMA, which is the orange line that's coming up. That's coming up very slowly, 27.5-ish. 3-day 50 SMA is going to be 28.5. So potential bounces at those levels. Now, bounces does not necessarily have to mean continuation, right? Now, let's take a look into Ethereum. Ethereum here, as I said, we have broken out of this falling wedge pattern. Measure move would be about $2,000. That's an estimate. Do your Google searches on measure moves. As well as the patterns I've been talking about here, make sure you guys are learning the charts here if you guys are new, because I think the ultimate goal is to be able to look at the charts on your own and judge for yourself, right? Now the measure move is about $2,000. Price action broke out about last week. Staying on top of this breakout, daily 21 SMA, which is the blue line here, is immediate resistance. After that, expect resistance at about almost 19K, which is where the daily 50 SMA is at, the gray line. XRP. Also want to mention, if the price action breaks back into a pattern, like I said, that would invalidate a pattern. I think this pattern here, you know, I actually have no comment on this pattern because we're basically at the end of this pattern. If it actually breaks to the downside, there could be a bigger falling wedge in play. That's a potential. That's a possibility, but you really have to just rechart this if price action does break a low of, I guess it's too early to estimate right now, so we'll come back to revisit this if price action does look like it's breaking down to the downside here. Let's go over to XRP. Price action did break out of the falling wedge pattern, like with Ethereum. It is currently at the daily 50 SMA at about 62 cents. Immediate resistance after that would be about 66 cents, which is the daily 21 SMA, but that's coming down pretty quickly. So I would expect some kind of price action squeeze if it comes down, if it has more time to come down here with the price action not doing anything. Measure move out of this breakout would be about 89 cents. It does not have to get there at all. That is an estimate. Let's go over to total altcoin market cap, where it looks like the price action is up over 5% today, but it's a pretty funny candle here, right? I don't see too many altcoins up, at least big altcoins like Optimism, Litecoin, XRP. So that's a pretty funny candle. I'm not sure if there's a data error here. Let me know if you guys have any altcoins that are up, but I certainly don't. And it's kind of weird how this is at up about up over 5%. So it could be a data error. We'll see. Now, this basically wraps up today's video. Let me know if you guys found value out of this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.